All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to Average.
Welcome back.
Takes. Okay, you tried to beat me on purpose there on that time. What's up? We're back in the studio. Me and Roman. Shenny is in his luxurious library, and we're gonna be talking about the top 10 second basemen now. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen,
You've been studying, Shenny?
are you ready?
No, I read all these books. I don't study.
All right.
What's your favorite one from your?
Yeah.
Oh, it's right
Can you grab
here.
it?
I think
Can
it's
you grab it
it's
for
called
me?
Catcher in the Rye. My favorite one.
Yeah,
Nice.
this guy's a freaking. All right. So
I also have
oh
this one over here. It's called Heat by Mike Lupica. One of my all-time favorites.
do I see Brokeback Mountain behind you?
Where?
Where?
And then these ones right here. These ones, I read these every night. It's the Holy Bible.
Definitely not. Top 10 second baseman in 2023. This is gonna be fun
This is going to be very fun.
because this is probably if you ask me, top 10 of the entire, like, which position would be the most lackadaisical group, I think we're starting to get into it.
Yeah, because I don't really know too many second basemen.
Second basemans fall off.
Yeah.
I feel like
Interchangeable, I feel like.
I mean, almost as hard as the catchers. The catchers were the fall off of the catcher was unreal.
Yeah.
But the second baseman is up there as well.
Who's going first?
Shenny, why don't you
Start us off.
start us off? Number 10.
Number 10 for the top 10 second baseman. We actually just had his brother on. His brother was featured in the last episode. So number 10 for me, Tampa Bay Rays second baseman Brandon Lowe. I know he was a little injured last year, but he has the opportunity to lead second basemen in home runs. He has big power, lefty bat from Tampa Bay. Not many of you probably heard of him because he's on the Rays, but he's pretty fucking good. So
You're sleeping on
number
him a little bit.
number 10, Brandon Lowe.
Sleeping on him just a little bit.
Just
Okay.
a little bit.
Roman, you want to stay in that middle spot again, or you want
I
to?
can stay in the middle spot again.
All right.
I'm gonna go number 10, Trevor Story. He's on Boston now.
Ooh, I don't even know if he's gonna play this year, though, Roman.
Is he
just to
hurt
let you
still?
know. Yeah, he had surgery on the offseason. It's not looking great, but I mean, keep going.
Keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
I can switch it. But no, Trevor Story, I mean, did good while he wasn't hurt last year. Yeah, I mean, hits tanks. It was on the Rockies, but
Was really good on the Rockies
was really
forever.
good on the Rockies forever.
Was a little bit midder on the Red Sox last year, but the whole Red Sox team was mid last year, so nothing much. And it was changing position to second for him, so that's definitely different. My number 10 second baseman is Ha-Sung Kim. This is gonna be a little bit different because Ha-Sung is taking over second base, and I only think his defense is gonna be that much better because I think he was the best fielding shortstop in the National League. And he was one of the best fielders overall in the season. Yeah, his stats are a little lackluster, I guess. 130 hits, 11 bombs, batted 250 on the year, 5.1 WAR. Nice. I mean, in his young career, I think I will take that all day long. 5-win player. I mean, for second baseman, he's going to be my number 10. I think he's going to have more win this year playing second base. I think his defense is only going to be better.
Yeah, I mean, with a bunch of superstars on this team, I mean, he can only excel.
Exactly.
Only boost up.
Only ways up.
We snaking it?
Yeah, I could go again. Let me just pull up the stats real quick. But my next is Minnesota Twins Jorge Polanco. was injured. I'm pretty sure didn't have a full overall year, but 375 at bats, 88 hits, 16 of them were bombs, batted 235. Plays all over the field for Minnesota, but getting most of his games at second. I think he's a really good overall second baseman. For the Twins. The Twins got a lot to prove this year with Correa in the middle of that infield, and obviously with Correa there, Jorge Polanco's gonna be playing a lot of second. So, and with Correa back at least.
Like that. Like that.
Yeah.
My number 9 is Ketel Marte of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Batted a 240 last year, 12 home runs, 52 RBIs. Another guy that missed a lot of games, yet played in 137. But I mean, if he stays healthy, he's one of the top second basemen in this league for sure. Ketel Marte, number 9.
Good second baseman, good outfielder as well.
Ketel Marte. My number 9 is New York Yankees second baseman Gleyber Torres. Might not be on everyone's list, but I think his hitting stats can only improve. I think he's just getting comfortable. He is 26. He's been around the league 2-3 years now, so that fourth year, hopefully something clicks for him. But I don't know.
Been in the league 4 years.
4 years?
4 years of service time, yeah.
Yeah, well, even then, that's 4 years of MLB pitching, 22 to 26. Guys' primes maybe are starting at this time.
Just starting his
I don't
prime.
know. Yeah, I don't know if he is necessarily gonna enter a prime, but he had a lot of hype as a prospect, was traded for Aroldis Chapman, and now he is kind of the young guy on the Yankees now. So hopefully he has a good year, but he's gonna crack my top 10 at number 9 for Gleyber Torres.
Money.
Go again. Snake it.
Go again. You're right. Number 8, I have a guy coming off probably the worst year of his career, and that is Ozzie Albies of the Atlanta Braves. Might be low too, but last year wasn't impressive at all. He 247 with 8 home runs. He had a 1.1 WAR. The name is a lot bigger than what he did last year, and we've seen Ozzie Albies be a beast. So I have him at number 8.
Like that. My number 8 is your number 9, Gleyber Torres. I don't know if you said his stats: 257 batting average, 24 home runs. This is another guy that moved positions from shortstop to second base. Did pretty well, better than he did at shortstop the year before. Yeah, I mean, he's only 26 years old, batting pretty well. We can only see what he's going to do in the future, but number 8 for me, Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber's number 8 for me as well. Gleyber is just getting into the prime of his career, like Shenny's saying. We will see if New York is his place or not, because I think this kind of really is the year to make it or break it. Should have a breakout season where he hits just tanks in that stadium. But we will see. My number 7, I had a hard time spitting between two of them, but I chose to leave Ketel off my list this time around just because I consider him, I don't know, second outfield. I looked at the list, couldn't decide. Ozzie Albies, I'm right there with you, Trevor. For my number 7. Yeah, he was hurt. He got hurt twice last year. 2 different times, both bad. But he's a really, really good second baseman, and he has been for the last couple of years. And he was really a key part to their World Series without Ronald Acuna. He played really well. And I think he's going to have a huge bounce back season for them. If the Braves want to contend again, they're going to need him to step up for sure. Because I think he hits for the average that team needs, because they have a lot of power guys. Acuna hits for power.
Zuna.
Austin Riley.
Freaking the first baseman, I'm drawing a blank.
Matt Olson.
Matt Olson. I don't know why I said
Alonso.
But yeah, I think that he's a huge part of it for them this year if he stays healthy.
Not mad. My number 7 is Nico Horner of the Chicago Cubs. Has a great glove to play second base. Not the best bat, but gets the job done. 281 average, 10 home runs, 55 RBIs. Um, yeah, was played pretty well after the All-Star break. Is pairs up well with Dansby Swanson. Yeah, number 7, Nico Horner.
My number 7 is Ketel Marte. 240, 12 home runs. Defensive wise wasn't that good. He also had a 1.4 WAR. So second basemen, as you can see, they're 1.1, 1.4. They dwindle off fast. And
Yeah.
Ketel Marte is a bigger name. He was very good a couple years ago, 30 bombs, I think he had. But yeah, 12 bombs, that's as a second baseman, that's good, but when you're used to 30, 25, 30, and then you go to 12 with only hitting 240, not necessarily the jump you want to see, but this year's a new year. Maybe he's dealing with some injuries. I'm sure he was. And Ketel Marte, my number 7.
Go ahead again.
Number 6, I got. You guys had him as a first baseman. I have him as a second baseman because I haven't necessarily seen him play first a full season yet. That is NL second baseman all-star Jake Cronenworth.
Knew it.
I
Was
mean,
an all-star the last 2
I
years.
just don't think he's going to play second at all this year. It's going to be. I think he plays less than 25 games at second.
I'm just saying. I don't know if there's going to be any injuries. I don't know if Matt Carpenter's hitting. I don't know if there's a guy. If you're hitting, they're going to make a spot for you. So that's why you can move Kim because he really only brings a defensive threat. I think you can interchange him whenever you want. So, but for right now, he is a second baseman, and until ESPN Fantasy Baseball changes him to first base, he's going to be a second baseman.
Yeah, he's a first baseman. All right.
Number 6, Jake Cronenworth, 2-time All-Star.
My number 6 is Ozzy Albies. You guys already said him, but I personally think he should be way higher on this list. But for the fact that he did not play a lot of games last year, was hurt, he couldn't crack the top 5. But I mean, 247, 8 home runs is nothing compared to what he can do in a full season. So I'm excited to see what he does this season. Ozzy Albies, my number 6.
I said you had Brandon Lowe too high, Trevor, or too low, and I think I have him a little too high. I got him here at number 6. The potential this guy brings to the table year in and year out is just amazing, but what his body just is capable of is just so sad because he's only played in less than 400 games in 5 seasons, and there's 162, so he's missing a lot of games. His age 26 year, he absolutely went ham in 2021. Batted 247, had 39 bombs, 99 RBIs, 132
Jesus.
hits. He was
39?
really, really good. Last year, only played in 65 games. That is not great. And only 8 bombs. So I think this guy turns it around. You might actually see him more of in a DH role at this point of his career because his body's just not letting him play. But I would love to see what this guy does with 140 games under his belt this year. At least.
I agree.
My next one. Let's see. I'm spelling names wrong. I'm trying to get the stats. Brendan Donovan of St. Louis.
At 5?
Yeah, I got him at 5. Young and up and comer, plays second, outfield, third, can play everywhere for St. Louis, and they play their guys a lot of places. He is going into his age 26 year, was a rookie last year, had a 4.1 WAR, 391 at bats, 110 hits, 5 homers, batted 281. This guy is and can be a top 5 second baseman for a very long time. And the Cardinals do a great job with their talent. So we will see. He is definitely an up and comer, but and he won a Gold Glove. I mean, That's kind of crazy, but 4.1 WAR and only 300.
Here's about a Gold Glove.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really. He only. That's what I'm saying. He only played in how many games?
I don't know. He only had 3,300 at bats, so can't be that many.
Yeah, it can't be that many, but still having he had a pretty good year, and I think he can keep it up and be a name over there for St. Louis for years to come.
Does he play over Nolan Gorman, or do they play like different positions?
I think they have a rotating scheme of everybody's over there. Everyone plays
Gotcha.
everywhere, because unless your name is Goldschmidt or Arenado.
Gotcha.
Pretty solidified names, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, yeah, they earn their job.
Two bozos.
Right?
Yeah, I think you are going at 5.
My number 5 kind of beats what I said earlier about not cracking the top 5 because you're injured. Because my number 5 is Jazz Chisholm.
Ooh, he's a center fielder this year.
Is he going to be a center fielder?
Yes, confirmed. Confirmed. They moved him out.
Confirmed. That's why I left him off my list too.
He's off my list.
Cunt Lakers didn't
But
tell me that.
Cheney also left Jake Cronenworth on his list when he's confirmed for spaces.
Yeah, so I guess
He's not
You
confirmed first.
you could leave Jazz on your on your list.
He's not confirmed
He's
first.
confirmed first.
I think
Send me
Jazz
the link now. Send me the link.
fire player. I think he
I mean,
played
have you
on a
watched the
bad
spring
team.
training games? He's only played first. All practices.
True.
For
Keep
3
going, Roman.
innings.
Keep going, Roman.
But is
Ignore
Jazz
the hate.
still on the Marlins?
Yeah, he's still there.
They're just switching positions.
Yeah, he just played center.
Oh fuck!
Because they got Miguel Rojas now.
Well, they fucking suck still.
I think
Gene Segura.
they signed Gene Segura, but they traded for the Twins. What's his name?
Luis Arias.
Yeah.
Arias.
Because they traded Rojas to the Dodgers. Makes sense. Keep going.
254 average, 14 home runs, 45 RBIs before he broke his back. I think he's an electric player. I like the glove
That's
he
what
came
he did?
out with.
Broke his back?
I mean, something like that. Back injury.
Ugh, that's just not what you want to hear.
Yeah, and then he's moving to outfield
But
where he
instead
has
of
to run more.
dive
Yeah, and he's gonna
just straight lay out.
paralyzed. See you later.
Yeah, I'm not going out.
But yeah, I mean, I think he's an electric player. Hate how he's on the Marlins, but hopefully he does well in center
He's
field.
cover boy.
He is cover boy.
I mean, he's MLB
Yeah.
The Show cover boy.
Got a lit glove coming out, ice cream on it.
MLB banned that one.
I know, but it's still lit. Don't care. Yeah, number 5, Jazz Chisholm.
Number 5, Jazz Chisholm. He's not on my list. I can tell you that. But number 5 on my list is Nico Horner of the Chicago Cubs. I like him moving to second base, and he played there last year, but I like the new addition of Dansby Swanson there. I think it's going to make him even better at second for the Cubs. 281, 10 home runs. He plays a really good second base defensive wise, so I like the way he can improve. He is 26. He had a 4 WAR last year. I love to see that from Chicago. Probably him and Dansby Swanson, 2 best players on that team.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely not Eric Hosmer.
Or Cody Bellinger.
Yeah, definitely not Cody Bellinger.
MVP Cody Bellinger.
Who's your next one, Trevor? Number 4.
Oh, I forgot we're going snaking. Number 4, I have Jeff McNeil. Led the league in average last year with 326. Only hit 9 home runs. Does play a pretty good second base, 5.9 WAR. And that Mets team, did they win 100 games?
Sure.
Yeah, that Mets team
think they
became
did.
one of the only 100-win teams to lose in the wild card. But yeah, I like Jeff McNeil here at 4. Hitting machine.
Roman number 4.
Number 4 is Andre Jimenez for me.
Oh,
Cleveland Guardians. Got a Golden Glove last year, batted 297, 17 home runs. Is a pretty good all-around infielder. Can bat, can play infield pretty well. Yeah, I think Cleveland Guardians got a nice second baseman for sure.
That's low.
Yeah, that's low.
That's low.
Number 4 for me is Marcus Semien. 5.9 WAR, 657 at bats. Had a very cold start to the year, but 26 bombs, 248, 163 hits. was ended up saving it. Had a great defensive year as well. One-time All-Star, one-time Gold Glove winner, one-time Silver Slugger in his first year with the Rangers. So you could only expect him to do more. And I mean, this guy's a gamer. He plays games, 161 games last year for the Rangers, led the league in at bats and plate appearances. Gamer. And then, well, since we're snaking it, Andres Jimenez, number 3. This kid is a young stud that came out of nowhere for the Cleveland Guardians. Plays second, short, and third, obviously infielder. Is 24 and a half, going to be 25 this year. 7.4 WAR, 491 at bats, 146 hits, 17 bombs, 297 was his average. Yeah, came over in the Mets from the Mets deal for Lindor, I believe, correct? And has kind of stepped up huge from then. Like he really, I mean, he was one of their top prospects. But he blew up last year on the scene. So we're gonna have to see if he could sustain this. So that's why I don't have him much higher. But hey, one-time All-Star, Gold Glove winner. Yeah. Andres Jimenez.
I'm one off and I'm too low.
Yeah.
That's crazy because mine of yours are flip flopped. My number 3 is Marcus Semien.
Whoa.
Yeah, 248 average, 83 RBIs. I mean, pretty clutch if you ask me. He's in the second half of his contract, so all of his numbers are gonna boost up. Yeah, second half type of guy. Marcus Semien, my number 3.
Mm-hmm. Had a crazy.
He's in the second year, not the second half
Well,
of his contract.
He had a crazy second half last year. Is what Roman was speaking of.
Yeah,
because he what it took him like 3 months before his first bomb, wasn't it?
He was in or getting a 777 OPS second half.
Yeah, crazy.
Yep. Number 3 is Marcus Semien for me. I had him in fantasy, so I knew how brutal his first half was trying to get rid of him as fast as I can. Actually put up a decent year though for second baseman numbers. I know he set the record for most home runs the year before, got the big deal in Texas. This year started off slow, everyone hated him, and then boom, something clicked second half, like you guys are saying. OPS 770 in the second half. Defensive wise, he was pretty solid the whole year. And like Bob said, he plays games, 161 games played. That's unheard of in this day and age, pretty much. So number 3, Marcus Semien. Number 2, I got Andres Jimenez from the Guardians. I think he broke out in a very good way, and I think he's only going to get better. The Guardians have a really good. They're known for developing players really well, and when you're playing behind and with Jose Ramirez, he's a beast. You're going to learn a few things going up to the plate every day. So Andres Jimenez is my number 2. Very good season, only 24 going into this year, so I'm expecting a lot from him.
My number 2 is Jeff McNeil. I mean, I don't know. I think you guys had him very low on your list. Or Shenny did, I mean.
I'm right after you.
Shenny had him very low on his list, but guy's 31 in the prime of his career, getting a Silver Slugger award and having the best batting average in the league at 326. I mean, that's pretty clutch if you ask me. And to be on this Mets team, they're looking scary this year. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Roman. Jeff McNeil is my number 2. He's going to his age 31 season, 2-time All-Star. I think this is what you're going to get from him. You're going to get a 300 hitter. He's going to put 38 doubles out there for you. That's crazy. That's his 162 game average right now in his career per season. So that's crazy. He is a everyday player. They call him Squirrel. Complete second base, but he also plays a little bit of outfield for them. But wherever they need him, he's at. and he helps that Mets team out a lot, man, because he is definitely energy, life, for them.
Love it.
But that leads to number one, and this has been number one for a long time, man. It's freaking Jose Altuve.
3, 2, 1, Jose Altuve.
Yeah, this it sucks to say because everyone hates him, but
and he's fucking 5'2". How is he the best second baseman in the game?
5'6".
5'2".
He looks 5'2". 5.1 more. I know. I mean, they hit him on his defense, all as always, but 158 hits, 28 bombs at 5'6", batting at 300. I mean, year in and year out, this guy's going into his age 33 season and is just at the top. He's the best second baseman. He has been for a while now. Last like what, 5 years?
About to get 2,000 hits this year.
Is he going to reach 2,000 hits this year?
Sometime this year.
Yeah, he definitely will hit 2,000 hits this year.
That's wild.
Yeah,
and 200 homers.
Jose Altuve is my number one as well. Last year, I think I had him at. He was my pick to be like the fallback player of the year, regressing player of the year, and he is number one second baseman, wins the World Series. I think it's he had 28 home runs, 57 RBIs, so that means half his home runs or half his RBIs were strictly solo shots, which I think is crazy. But
that means his RBIs could only go up this year.
Yeah, and his defense was horrendous. But when you hit 300 with 28 bombs as a second baseman, your war is going to be out. Your war is going to be crazy. So
and we could afford the atrocious defense.
Exactly.
That's what we say about Tatis.
Yeah, I will take bad defense, but if you hit 30 bombs and 300,
I'll take it.
I'll take it. I mean, yeah, we need more RBIs, but if the man hits in the top of the lineup, what can you say?
He's number one. 1 of 1.
Yeah, and
he is one, right?
1 or 2 most of the time.
Oh.
He's only 33, so I mean, you're 32, you just had probably one of the better years of your career, and you want to come off World Series. Like, Jose Altuve's here to stay. Like, I think he's got 2 or 3 more years left.
Oh, definitely. And his game isn't like a speed type player. He is a true hitter. And those careers last longer than the speed guys. You know, yeah, he is 5'6", 5'5", but he's not because he's running around everywhere. He's actually hitting bombs. Because
Ichiro Suzuki played till he was 57.
57. Where did you hear that?
I mean, he had gray beard.
Ichiro did play a long time.
Yeah, he had to have been old,
40 something. But yeah, that was pretty quick. Busting through the second baseman. I think second base is honestly the most underrated position.
I feel like everybody plays another position when they play second base. We said like, oh, he's a better outfielder, or he also plays.
He also does, yeah. I mean, if you're great at second base, they want to test you at short because short's so hard.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the thing. Hey, can you play short?
Yeah.
Can ya? Please, maybes. Maybes. All right. Nothing wrong with being average. Another great episode. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes,
hey, we went back to back kind of on the podcast, so there wasn't really much baseball talk. I mean, we could talk about the injuries. We saw Gavin Lux go down with a knee injury, and then we saw Glasnow has an oblique injury that they're sending both of them to the MRI station. Shitty. Then you never want to see injuries, especially this early in the year.
Third spring training game.
Yeah.
What does oblique lead to? Like your back? Like, I know it's on your side. I know where it's at, but like, what can that lead to? Like anything serious?
Yeah.
It's probably your back.
It's just a muscle that's right on the side of your body that strains a lot and it just hurts. You can't do much. You can't tweak. You can't throw because that's so much torque on your body. You can't swing it back because it's all torque on your body. It's literally like, it's kind of like your back, but it's like on the sides. So it feels like it's back, kind of like the same style of hurt, pain. Pain. That kind of pain on your sides as your back. So yeah, I guess you could say back.
Isn't it a muscle though?
Yeah, it's a muscle, just like your back muscles, but
strain a muscle.
You strain your oblique.
But can you tear it? Yes,
yeah,
obviously.
That's what the strain is. It's
so that's why he has to go take an MRI.
Yeah, it's because he has a tear in his oblique, basically, and they got to see how long.
As a pitcher, Whoa.
Yeah, because you have all that torque too when you try to whip
No, I
your
know that's what I'm
body.
saying, but like, fuck,
Yeah,
coming back from that.
I think I just
fuck.
tore my oblique right there. I'm
Doing
kidding.
that.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, nothing wrong with being average. We'll see you guys next time. Stay tuned as always.
Like, subscribe.